welcome. First of all, thank you for volunteering to take part in this project. Secondly, thank you for your patience. I'm sorry I had a release past 4 days late. I had A-level exams and honestly I didn't expect over 500 people to come forward and say they were interested in this. It's absolutely wonderful, and in this video I would like to just give a very brief 5 steps on how you can get involved in this. So let's go straight in. Step 1. I've uploaded all of the parts onto Mediafire, so just go on, find your part. It'll be called, say, Flute Advanced. Depending on your level of proficiency, you might find you are beginner if you're like grade 1 to 3, intermediate say 4 to 5, and advanced 6 to 8 or above. I've tried to make the parts as accessible as possible to everybody. If your part is too hard, or if it's in the wrong key, if it's too high, too low, or if there's just not a part there for you, then please just send me a message or drop a comment. You can send emails with questions about this project to shadilaysubmissions@gmail.com. You will also find on Mediafire a video of me conducting. Please, please, please follow this video when you are recording your part. It's very basic, it's just me conducting for the entire song. Don't use a click track, don't use the original to go by, because everybody needs to be at the same tempo, so just go by my conducting video. There are 2 bars at the beginning of that, from when the video begins. That's just to give yourself time to like put the video on and then start playing, okay? So the actual time you need to start playing is 2 bars into that. 8 beats. You'll know because I go like this or something. Okay. Part 2, recording your part. Now, basically you can just send an audio file, but even better, if you can record a video to go along with your audio file, that would be brilliant, just you playing your instrument. If you're not submitting your instrument part, you can still submit videos of you dancing to it or whatever. If you are doing a video, please make sure that it is appropriate. Put nothing weird in the background that'll get it shut down. Keep it to yourself playing your instrument, or you could have a full body shot if you're playing guitar or bass or something. Your video doesn't have to be super high quality if you think there might be hundreds of other people here. So one thing I will say is to make my job a heck of a lot easier when I'm editing this, if you can, when you're not playing for more than a bar, if you can make the screen go blank for that time, completely blank, like black or whatever, when you're not playing for more than a bar, that'll just make my life a lot easier. Also with your audio, if you could pre-edit it before you send it to me, that would be amazing. Just clean it up, make sure there's no noise in the background. If you do make a little mistake with the rhythm or with the tuning, or by the way, just as a side note, we're tuning A equals 440 Hertz, okay? So please make sure you're in tune before you start recording. Okay, anyway, if you make a slip up in tuning, so you play like one note is a sharp instead of a flat or whatever, that's fine. You don't have to re-record. All you have to do is make that tiny little bit where you mess up, just generate a silence over the top of it, and that's fine. As a general rule, I'd say if you've had to generate silence for more than 1/3 of your submission, then probably re-record it, practice it a bit more, and if need be, ask for an easier part. There's no shame in asking for an easier part. I want to make this accessible to as many people as possible. Part 3. Once you have your recording and you're happy with it, please could you cut it down so that it starts exactly at the first beat in the first bar. If you're recording a video as well, if you can actually show your video for the first bar, and then like, you know, after that you can like put it blank if you're an accordion player, for example, and you don't actually play for another 3 bars. But the first bar, make visible. And before the first bar, can everybody, audio and video people, add 5 seconds exactly to the beginning of their video, 5 seconds of absolute blankness. This will just help me be able to line things up so that it's a lot easier to put together when I receive all these parts. Part 4 is actually sending it to me once you're happy with your part. You can of course record multiple parts if you play violin and viola and you're an alto singer, please by all means send as many parts as you like. When you're sending them to me, which is at the email address shadilaysubmissions@gmail.com, please could you name the file by your instrument, your ability, and then your name that you would like to be credited by. For example, for me it might be like viola, advanced, Katie Ross, because that's who I am. And basically you can use a fake name if you want, it's just the one that's going to go in the credits on the final video, so use whatever name you like. If you also want to, when you're sending your email, put a link to your YouTube channel as well, that would be helpful. I'll just include all the links to people's channels and stuff in the description of the final video. The deadline for sending your submissions will be on the 20th of July 2017. If this is a massive problem as somebody and you really want to get involved, just let me know and you can possibly have an extension. But I'm going to keep that quite strict. The 20th is cut-off point. Basically, the sooner you can send these in, the better, because I'm going to edit them as they go along. So the sooner you send yours in, probably the bigger part you're going to have in the final mix. So, of course, that doesn't mean rush it or anything. Take your time, of course. But please don't send any more after July 20th. I will aim to release the final video by August the 1st. This entirely depends on how many submissions I get. But that should be achievable. So please make sure that you are keeping an eye on my channel for August the 1st. And finally, number 5 is share this video, re-upload it, mirror it, link it on all of your favourite chans and dare I say it, Reddit, to try and get as many people as possible who might be interested in this involved. Also feel free to get your other musical friends to join in. If you need any parts written, then just let me know. A side note, again, sorry I should have said this before, if you play instruments like recorder, bagpipes, banjo, instruments which aren't standard orchestral instruments, then please could you just play either other bass or other treble, just play that part, it's just the main tune. I haven't written parts specifically for them because I'm not sure if they'll fit very nicely in the final mix. Whoever sends in a part will be included. I don't want to exclude anybody unless if you do send something that is literally not even in tune. But please just give it a go anyway, and you might be quiet in the final mix if you're playing a weird instrument, but you'll be there anyway, okay? As somebody on Discord said, I'm trying to make this like ironically as high quality as possible. So it's a great opportunity for as many people as they want to get involved and just hopefully make something cool together. If you do play it as an orchestral instrument and there's not a part there for you, for example, if you're a beginner cello player and you want a beginner cello part, or if you're a cornet player and there's no part at all, then just let me know and I'll sort one out for you. Thank you very much for watching this video. Sorry it was a little bit long, but hopefully the instructions are clear. Please don't forget to send your submissions by July the 20th to shadilaysubmissions@gmail.com. Thank you very much and goodbye.